It's a slow weekend. The weather is warm outside. Nothing beats a barbecue on a yakitori grill. Because we have family members coming over today, instead of using my traditional big American grills, we decided to use two mini tabletop grills inspired by Japanese yakitori. Traditional methods usually use chicken and chicken parts, but I decided to use ribeye from Costco because it's just so much easier. It's super fatty, super delicious, and you don't have to be an expert at regulating the heat on the charcoal grill, which I will go over in a little bit. It seems like a very small, simple method, but it really quite isn't because there's a lot of considerations. Like when you're skewering your beef and vegetables, you just have to make sure that the length of the meat and the vegetable skewers matches the size of the grill where the heat is going to be. Also, when prepping vegetables and beef, be mindful of the size and the thickness to ensure even cooking throughout the whole entire process. You want the beef skewers and the vegetable skewers to cook evenly so that it's done all at the same time. Salt lightly, make sure to get each sides, and I'll get into the little sauce called tare sauce that really make this dish truly magical. And because we're using charcoal, we'll need some specialized equipment to get the charcoal going. You do not want to start the charcoal inside a yakitori grill like you do other big grills. The trick is to have this portable gas stove on butane. It's been used for one reason only, to get the grill charcoal started. I would like to highlight two different types of charcoals we'll be using today. This one is called the Binchotan charcoal, considered the most premium king of charcoals because of superior heat and flavor, long-lasting and also reusable, and clean burning. It has amazing properties. Another alternative is called a Ogatan, which is a high-density extruded sawdust charcoal designed with central chimney-like hole for superior airflow. This charcoal is a little bit easier to use, definitely more affordable, and it's also very long-lasting and has great smoke flavor as well too. You could get a big box like this at a very reasonable price. On the other hand, Binchotan charcoals can be very pricey. I've been using these two aluminum alloy hibachi yakitori grills for a while now. I got both these at Amazon, and I know that there are reviews that these grills are just way too small. But in reality, these grills are meant to cook over a long period of time using charcoal that's supposed to last for hours. So this way, you get to grill in front of your family, your guests, and really take the time to grill each of the skewers one batch at a time to ensure that you're getting the best fresh off the grill taste, and also the cook gets to enjoy the company of the guest, have conversations, have drinks together, catch up on life, and just enjoy the time. Unlike other grilling, this is not a fast cook and eat type of a experience. And don't let the size of the grill or the charcoal fool you, because this can batch out so much skewers in one sitting. And some things to consider when purchasing your first grill. We started with a ceramic, but we actually ended up with this aluminum design. It's sturdy, lightweight, and maintains the heat really well. It has a very sturdy carbon tank that lifts up for your hot charcoals, and a really nice wooden base. And I think it just aesthetically just looks really presentable. And I just love the fact that it has really, really beautiful calligraphy on the outside. And like I said, it's super sturdy because of the aluminum. And it just works really, really well. It's not a paid advertisement, I guarantee you that. There's a lot of great designs out there, but this kind of has worked for me. And like I mentioned, it comes in 2 sizes, which sometimes I use both for some of the occasions. Maybe I use one, well, it's just me and my husband grilling, after a long day. Or we use the big one if we have a party of 4. But, if we want to do a lot more grilling, we do 2 at a time. Now, even before we start the fire, I'm going to be measuring out my Binchotan charcoal, which I'll be using for this mini grill to make sure everything fits. Each of the pieces for this premium charcoal is non-processed. So you have to make sure to cut the pieces out so that it fits perfectly in your grill tank to ensure that the heat will be distributed evenly. And when you place the charcoal over the gas stove, and just be mindful of your safety, I would wear some safety goggles or glasses because if there's any trace of moisture in these Binchotan charcoals, it has a potential to burst or even crack. And because this is a slow process, your charcoal will take a while to get this white hot for the grill. And while you're waiting, and here's the famous tare sauce. We've been nurturing this tare sauce, which consists of mirin, soy sauce, sugar, and sake. And we've been dipping our meats in it, so it has a lot of flavors. And when the charcoal is ready, gingerly place them on your tank of your grill. And these are ready when it's glowing red hot inside and white ashy on the outside. And like I said, this had a little moisture in there, so it did crack and pop, so you could see the littler pieces that were assembling back into the grill. And one more important thing, just remember that this is a very slow but very hot burning grill. You do not need any lighting fluid. Here I'm spraying some lightly sake onto the meat to give it that extra grill flavor. And then here comes the vegetables and the skewers of meat. And another fun thing about yakitori grilling is also that you need to really babysit the charcoal itself. Sometimes it'll get kind of mellow, so you need some air source like this fan to keep the charcoal and the embers going hot. After a little while, you turn around the skewers. And remember how I mentioned that the skewer meat positioning and the size was important? Well, here you go. And we're going to actually use a tare sauce to coat the meat first time. The flavor is sweet, savory, and salty at the same time. This is not a teriyaki sauce. This enhances the beef and the vegetables, and melded with the other fats from the other dipping that we did, provides this smoky, amazing aroma and also taste, combined with the wooden charcoal grill with its smokiness, just really enhancing the meat. There is nothing like eating off the grill fresh meats, hot, savory. It truly is the best. And you don't devour it all at once. You cook in batches at a time. So you get to take little breaks, take time with family, and really enjoy the whole process of a great, great meal. Here, we're also using the bigger grill now, using the Ogatan charcoal instead. Even though the Binchotan charcoals have amazing characteristics, for a large party like this, I think using the Ogatan the high intensity kind of more the briquette kind of style works really, really well. Just easier to light. It does last a long time, and it's great for big batches because also it's definitely more affordable, and also burns really cleanly and leaves that beautiful smoky taste. It is really, really outstanding. Here, we're replacing the Binchotan charcoal with the Ogatans. So we could get started on another batch with the smaller grill, while the bigger grill is busy working on the skewers of the beef. At this time, we probably went through about like 20 skewers. I'm telling you, these two grills between the two can cook a large batch of food. You just need a little patience and time. My husband upgraded himself to a battery power hand fan to get the charcoal activated more. Be mindful of these ashes that come out. Ash from Binchotan charcoal is generally not considered dangerous to humans when used for cooking, as it's derived from 100% high temperature carbonized wood. But definitely keep in mind of safety again. Always grill with charcoal outdoors in a well ventilated area. Even though my backyard grilling is not typically the traditional yakitori derived from Japan, we adapted our ways so that it's easy to do this at home. Starting with vegetables and beef that we already have in the fridge. Even though there could be a lot of modifications, we still have a lot to learn. But we learned that just enjoying simple meals like this at home, it does require a little patience, but at the end, the results are amazing. And love cooking like this for family and friends that come over. It just makes for a really memorable time. And each piece of beef and vegetables, all the little bites are so amazing. Delicious, smoky, sweet, salty, savory. It is definitely one of my best. And cleanup is also easy. Just let the charcoal burn out. And all these like beautiful ash here, my garden loves it. So I just dump it in there. And it creates a nourishing, natural, purifying agent, which is great for the soil as well. And to get all this gunk off this top grill, just soak it in water. It'll come right off.